So I am seeing them. Okay, so now I am. It took a second for it to actually.
Yep, there you go. Yep,
I think.
my feelings exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make sure everything's live here. Hello, everybody. Periscope not going live yet, but YouTube should be on and Facebook.
2 out of 3.
Hey, if you could see us, give us a hello.
Episode 631.
Hey ho, hey ho. All right, there we go. Cool.
Favorite.
Okay, this is working. All right, we should be good. Sorry, guys, just making sure everything's working here before we start this show. Should start in 1 minute. I know I'm late. I apologize. Giving you a chance to get here. I didn't even turn my. Oh, let's make sure that's right. I didn't turn my Zoom on. Oh, Ian's ditching us, Jess.
How
Right?
dare you? Scott Player, how dare you?
I don't even have my sound set up. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Hey now.
Oh, wrong one.
How dare you?
There you go.
Ay. Too much to do tonight. Yeah, I have too much to do tonight
We
too.
all
but I
got too
can't.
much to do, buddy.
I can't
We
skip
all have
out.
too much to do, Mister. Okay. All right, here we go. I gotta start this show. Guys, calling show tonight, guys. Favorite caching experiences. This is what I want, Chad. I want one brand new caller who's never called in before.
Ooh.
Brand new callers who never call it. So if you've never called into the show before, tonight is your chance. You know, no one's winning a prize, no one is battling. It is just favorite caching experiences. I want to hear yours. Everybody's got one. Everyone's got a great story. Everyone's got just your favorite time. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just your favorite day of caching. Let's hear it. Give us a call 808-468-7924. All right. I'm recording. Chad, I'm recording. So give us a call. It's gonna be a really boring show. So you're gonna hear me and Chad stories, and they're not very good. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Short and It's manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz427.
Howdy, y'all. Do you have a favorite geocaching experience or two?
Or two, Chad. That's right. Tonight's episode 631, recorded live on September 9th, 2020. Is favorite caching experiences 2, Chad. Phone lines are open. Give us a call 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can give us a call for free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Oh, Chad.
Hmm.
I was just talking to Jesse about this the other day. 9/11 totally crept up on me, man. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like the 19th anniversary. Is that what it is?
Yep.
19, Chad. 19, Chad. It's been 19 years, dude.
Yep.
That's amazing to me. All right, guys. It's gonna be a fun show tonight. Before we get started, Chad, let's talk about Patreon. Guys, it costs a lot of money to make this podcast work. We really could use your help. There's 2 ways to support the show. First way is you go to PayPal. You go to paypal.me. That's PAYPAL/ME. I'm lying. That's not right. It's PAYPAL.me/the Geocaching Podcast. And you make a one-time donation, whether it be $5 or $50, whatever you want to do. We'd appreciate it very much. Go straight to the bills. The other one, Chad, is to become a Patreon, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Patreon. We've been doing Patreon for a couple of years now. On the other side, there's extra audio, extra video. We're talking like 40 different things of audio, video, all different kind of things for you to see and do and listen to and enjoy. You also get stuff in the store for really, really cheap. You get a nice little code you could type in for real cheap clothing in the shop. I just put a new shirt in the shop, Chad. I just put a new one.
Ooh.
I did, and go see if you can see what it is, Chad. See if you can guess it. And then you also get stickers and path tags and all that good stuff. Patron only shows. So you want to become a patron? Give us become a. Hey, Chad, we got some new patrons. We got Little Black Dog,
Mhm.
Chad, Columbia, Maryland. Little Black Dog knuckled up to the bar.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna help you guys, Chad. Hey, Chad, RAR or RAR 285 up this pledge to Gold Star, Chad.
Awesome.
Upped it. I love when they up the pledge. And he sent us a little note too, Chad. He says, I've been listening to the podcast for about 2 years now, and I've been a patron member for a while. I figured it was time to go Gold Star.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for all the great content. There's nothing better than listening to the podcast while out geocaching. Chad, have you ever listened to podcasts while geocaching? Let alone a geocaching podcast while geocaching?
Have I listened to our podcast while caching, or listened to a podcast while
Like
caching?
any podcast.
Yeah, I've listened to some of our fellow geocaching related podcasts while caching. I haven't listened to our own while caching. It's like, why should I listen to our own? I'm here.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah, why would you? Okay, Jesse, have you ever listened to a podcast while caching? Jess, you're on mute. I can't hear anything.
Sorry, I forgot I was drinking and I didn't want people to hear my gulp. Sorry about that. Yeah, probably not ours though, but I have, because that's just weird to listen to yourself, you know?
No,
But
I don't.
no, I don't either. But I have listened to some geocaching podcasts. I used to listen to the Chicago Geocacher podcast all the time while I was caching.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wait, did
So-
I catch with you?
Yeah. But sometimes I wasn't with you.
Oh, okay. What, Chad?
I have listened to our show one time, now that I think about it, while caching. That's because the GBs was playing it.
Nice. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. That listen to us while out caching, Chad. Also, we got another gold star, Chad. AC Relic. AC Relic. Where's my freaking? There it is. AC Relic out of Hebron, Illinois, Chad.
Where's that?
Oh, let me tell you about Hebron, Illinois, Chad. AC Relic lives there, and it's pretty amazing, Chad. Hebron, Illinois is this tiny little town. Okay, picture Hoosiers. Okay, it's a small town like in Hoosiers. Okay, it's a small town that the high school basketball team won a championship in like late 50s, early 60s. I gotta say late 50s, early 60s. And Chad, when I say that that's all the town's got going for it, Jesse, can you back me up here?
Yep.
Chad, look at pictures, look it up. I mean, like the water tower is a basketball. They've got like the old players, like on like the side of the streets, like the street flags are all the basketball players. These basketball players got to be gods in that town if they still live there. But it's an interesting little town that we and Jesse have been there a couple times. It's a small town. It's got a couple of caches in it, 52. AC Relic is in the chat room. 1952. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows.
And their slogan is honoring our past, moving toward the future.
By only honoring the past.
Yep.
Yeah. But me and Jesse, we cashed in it once, a couple of years, about 3 or 4 years ago. And we were like, what the hell's going on here? And
Well, had you never been there before that day?
no, never been.
See, you have to remember, like I grew up that direction, so I was very familiar with the town.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, I remember the gas station. The one gas station that they had.
Mm-hmm.
We got
The water tower says Hebron, home of 1952 state champions, and it's painted like a basketball.
Where's the water tower? North, south, east, west of the town?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I'm trying to get a view, Google Street View
Oh,
of the water tower.
Just Google Hebron, Illinois, Hebron, and you'll see right there in the Google description. There's the picture.
Yeah.
Or click on images, and it's all the.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good old Hebron. So yeah, we always thought it was funny that not funny, I should say, but we've cashed in there a couple times. We've driven through it. And we've gotten gas there more than once at the same gas station. And we're like, oh, Hebron. You can always tell because of the big water tower basketball that's there. And yeah, they love their
Sweet.
1952 basketball team, which is, that being said, pretty damn impressive.
Mhm.
That like a high school team from a small town goes all the way. It's like freaking Hoosiers. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
goes all the way to the state championship. That's pretty damn impressive. Yeah. He says they got a DG. What's a DG? That's got that going for it. I don't know what a DG is in the chat room. I thought it was a DQ as in Dairy Queen, but it's a DG. Yeah, 68 years ago. That's right. All right, so AC Relic.
Oh, Dollar General.
Oh, Dollar General, yes.
Ah,
AC Relic out of Hebron, Illinois. Thank you so much, buddy, for knuckling up to the bar and throwing down some cash. Hope you enjoyed the other side. Anybody who became a gold star, your swag should be coming soon. So I appreciate it very much. So guys, give anything you can. We really appreciate it. Patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at Cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And it's also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork creates the fantastic logbook made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future. Geared towards a hider who would rather go cash than do cash maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. You're not going to make me spell it, are you?
And by the Max Suds, FTFGEOCG.com. And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at MaxSudsBody.com. That's MaCSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and you can't find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your geocaching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com. With all your swag and pattag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags. With over 41,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com. Yeah, we need to update that from 39 to 41. I was on there the other day.
What? Is it really 41?
It's over 41,000.
I will legit do it as we speak. There you go, kid. Right there.
All right.
And as always, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or, Chad,
Or in our show notes.
our show notes.
And for those who are wondering about the over and under, hopefully that is done. I am completely wired from the router to my computer now. So no wireless is going on as well with this broadcast from my end.
So the game is over now? We can't do it anymore? We can't do it?
Well, we can do it and see if my modem, or see if I was full of crap and it wasn't the microwave that was causing the problem.
No more Cylon Chad? Is that what you're talking
Hopefully.
Boo. Guys, give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808-GOT-SWAG, your favorite geocaching stories. Let me hear them, guys. Give us a call. Come on. Chad, we got some emails here. What's up, John?
I like your new shirt in the shop, Scott.
Thanks, Jess.
Let's see. I was in there a
Jess,
minute
ADD
ago.
got the best of them.
I got mail. Yay! I got
So,
Yay!
is it the cheaper than therapy one?
It is cheaper. Yes, it is.
Okay, that's a nice shirt.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Wait, tell people what it says. Or Jesse, somebody pull it up on screen.
I have it
See
here.
what we're talking about. So.
Put this on the
Share my
screen.
screen. You got it, Chad, or you want me to grab it?
I got it.
Everyone's saying, yeah, it's working until the wife uses the microwave. I love that. Yep. Geocaching cheaper than therapy is the newest shirt in the store. And hey, if you're a patron, you get it for like nothing. You get it for like $15, I think. It might be cheaper than that. You get it for like nothing. Yeah,
That's
there
nice.
you go, guys. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. Okay, we got an email, Chad, from Benji59, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
He says, hey, Chad, Jesse, and Scott. Look at Chad getting top billing. I'm at the bottom. Great episode last night. I listened. This is last week, actually. This is Thursday morning. I got this. Or she said, we got this. I listened to the podcast after it came out and then realized that I had something related to share. Several people mentioned taking coworkers on geocaching adventures or doing unofficial caches and having people still use GPSs or geocaching apps. A geocaching coworker and I organized a team building event last year around geocaching, but we did it a little differently, so I wanted to share for others to copy if they want. We picked a park close to our office where we hid 12 different caches, all micros or smalls. Each container had a slip of paper with a phrase on it. They had to write down what it said to validate the find. People divided up into groups of 2 to find them as a scavenger hunt. The twist, though, was that instead of giving them chords, we made it a bit easier and used the What 3 Words app. Have I ever used the What 3 Words app?
Never heard of it.
Neither.
There's some puzzles around here that you use what 3 words to solve.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That way, people wouldn't have to mess with typing in a bunch of chords. It's an easy app to download and use, and provides a geocaching-like experience without needing a geocaching app. We made the hides of varying difficulty to make it challenging. It was fun watching people struggle and get a air quote real experience of finding different types of hides, but also seeing the joy of discovery. It was highly successful, although I don't think we converted anyone. They had fun with the experience and competition. Thanks for continuously hosting such a great podcast. Keep up the great work. Benj59, Chad.
Okay, so it looks like the What 3 Words app actually would have the coordinates in there for them if they put in whatever information, so that it will lead them to it.
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Yes.
For those who aren't familiar with the What 3 Words app, like myself.
No, me neither. I never heard of it. Jesse's apparently heard of it.
She's
Yeah,
ahead
only
of the
from
game.
only from solving puzzles.
Do people use that to solve puzzles?
Mhm.
You have to
Yeah.
coordinate that. Do you have that app downloaded?
No.
I think the dog is chewing on a pillow, by the way.
No, she's not. She has a bully.
Oh, you're a bully.
Sometimes. Not so much anymore. Maybe in my youth.
In your youth, you're a bully? Fair enough.
No, not really.
All right. Let's get with the show. Guys, give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 got swag. Good Lord. Your favorite geocaching experiences, give us a call. I'm going to start with Chad. Chad, let's hear yours. Give me
Okay, well, I blew my top favorite 3 on the last show that we had this, so I wasn't expecting a follow up on this. So, but there's I'm gonna put a kind of a class of experiences, geocaching experiences together here, and that would be the Yellow County rallies that we used to have here. So these were basically all day long challenges where you compete against. So you build a team up to 4 people, and you compete against the other teams in finding, getting FTF tokens, finding different caches that have different points, doing different challenges such as getting a cache in all 4 quadrants, because it's spread out pretty far. And other things like usually every year you'd have a certain extra little trick thing like picking up gator backs, which are tire treads, and you get so many points per foot of length for the tire tread that you picked up,
Mhm.
kind of like in part of a CETO
Mhm.
event, and there was even CETOs during the events as well. And this was one of the things that our patrons, Joyful Nomad, so Trudy and Ken, they were the original hosts of this, and I think they hosted all the way up until the last year. They had moved out of the area, and the Beach Bums had taken over, and then but the Beach Bums also moved out of the area, so unfortunately the event is no more. But you're caching basically from something like 7:30 in the morning when we take off until pretty much dusk, and then we wind down with an event at a this brew pub outside of I'm just gonna say outside of Woodlands. It's up in the hills there, and but it's a great time. And then basically they would bring up the winning teams or the teams by order, and you get to pick out whatever prize you wanted from whatever's left up the table, and they always had awesome prizes.
Mhm. Nice. Okay. That's nice. That sounds awesome. How many years did it go on before they finally?
I think it started in 2013. So I moved here in 2015. So my first one was 2015, only a few weeks after I had moved here. And so I did the 2015, 16, and 17
Mhm.
Yolo County rallies. 2017 was the last year,
Mm. Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. So if I'm mistaken, please, Trudy or Ken, call in and berate me.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. I can be wrong.
Okay.
It's
Well,
it's rare, but it happens.
one of my favorite experiences that I'm not sure I've talked. Well, you know what? I'll talk about something else. I'll go back to this because I'm not. I might have talked about that one before. I know I've never talked about this on the show before. Is 2016. Me and Jesse were together. We were living in Elgin, and my job that I was working remotely for took me from 5 days a week to 4 days a week. So I was working 32 hours. So basically, at 32 hours, and from 40 to 32. But so I kept the insurance. Jess, do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember? You don't remember when that
Maybe you didn't tell me you were only working 4
No, of
days.
course I did. You were so pissed. You were
I don't
pissed
remember.
because I got a day chat to go caching every day. I think I took every Friday off or every Thursday off, I think. And I'd go cache all day into the
Mhm.
woods. And I just remember those days were awesome. It was only for a couple of months. It was only for 2 or 3 months. But that time was awesome because it was just me. And I've gone caching by myself, like in the woods, Rarely do I do that nowadays because I have Jess or Cody or somebody will always go. I have tons of caching friends.
Mhm.
But but just to go out by yourself and just hike and explore and have fun and just be in your own head, so to speak. It's like I love that stuff. I don't do that enough, but like I miss that. That was fun. That was a good time, and it was only for like maybe a month or two. It was only maybe 6 weeks. I got to do it. That I got an extra day off, and it was nice. It was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite times. So that's one of my favorite caching experiences. Just doing that, just going hanging up on myself. We got a call, Chad. We've got Madison, Wisconsin. Acme Wildcatchers. Hello, sir. Patron. Hello.
Hey guys,
How you doing, buddy?
doing great.
You got a favorite caching experience for the whole world to hear?
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of good caching experiences and a lot that really stand out. But the first one that I thought of when I heard the topic for this week was a cache I found in 2016. The whole family was involved, and it's a cache called "Sitting on a Spider." It's an old one, GC41 113. It's near Wichita, Kansas, where I grew up. So to understand what we're talking about here, this is an ammo can sitting out in the open on top of an old bridge platform. The bridge platform has 8 pilings, hence the Spider name. And it's rated 5.5, which has drawn a little bit of criticism from some people because you can see it, right? It's obvious. The CO always intended that people would get it with their feet on the ground, despite the flat platform being about 25 feet in the air. We took a little bit of a different approach, and I was just going to read my log because I think it does a pretty good job of describing the experience.
Fair enough.
So this was just after I got back into caching earlier in 2016. So this was only our find number 300 at the time. So my log starts, find number 300. I tend to be long-winded, so let's see if I can do this adventure justice within the character limit for this log. My wife, A, and I grew up in this area, but moved to Wisconsin in 2005. My family is still here, so we get back a time or two each year. We started caching the same year we moved, but sort of got out of the habit from about 2010 to 2015. After getting back into it with our daughters M and E earlier this year, we started looking for opportunities to do unique caches. We were here in September and noticed this one, but I wasn't sure we'd ever be able to pull it off. Now we're back for Christmas. This was 12/20 of 2016. Back for Christmas and approaching our 300th find. A really wanted to go for this one. I was a little surprised since she's not a fan of heights, but she was insistent she would go up if we had the means. Once we figured out how to get our hands on a long extension ladder, we put together the rest of the plan. My parents, W and S, came with us to help watch the girls. We parked just off hydraulic as recommended and started the walk to the spiders. My dad and I carried the ladder. It took a while to find the most comfortable method, but we eventually settled into a rhythm. I'm glad we didn't have to go much further. The cache was easy to spot from a long ways off. We found a reasonable way down. This is down into a riverbed. Once we got close and prepped to set up the ladder, we opted to use the east short side as the sand seemed the most stable there. After getting the ladder into position, I went up first with a coil of rope, a little bouncy, but no sweat. A came up next, slowly but surely. I took a few pictures while she took a quick peek into the cache. Then we used the rope to lower it down to my parents so they could look through the swag and let the girls pick something out. It settled on a Polly Pocket car and some Play-Doh, and we left 2 maze puzzles. They closed the cache and we reeled it back up again before taking another look at the contents ourselves. Once done, I helped A get back on the ladder and she made her descent without issue. I coiled the rope back up, then followed. E, my youngest daughter, wasn't very happy that it was cold and we left her on the ground. We were able to get her calmed down for the walk back to the car and was having a blast playing in a big snowy sandbox. So keep in mind, this was edge of a riverbed in December after it had snowed. There were 6 trackables listed on the page, blah, blah, blah. That's the highlights. This was also my mom's birthday, the day that we did this. And I would say, yeah, you're showing some of my pictures. You get a sense of how high this is. I think it was about a 26-foot extension ladder that we used. Wow. And I would say the sand was even lower than in the picture you're showing for ours. My dad and I carried that ladder about 1.5 miles round trip. That was not something I will soon forget.
So, are those
so why didn't you just park off I-35?
Well, I-35 is the Kansas Turnpike. You can't really stop there. You get a ticket.
Oh, okay.
You could have dropped the ladder.
It's not worth risking a ticket. Or drop the ladder off.
Dump the ladder. Wow.
If it was my own ladder, I might have considered it, but we rented a ladder for this, so I didn't want to lose my deposit.
So you have to
wow.
have, how tall the ladder do you need to get the cat? So it's literally sitting on top.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just sitting there, and I mean you can see it when you drive by on the highway.
Wow.
You know, this is like the old highway bridge, I think, or something. And yeah, I think our ladder was about 26 feet. And there are groups that have rented a ladder or brought a ladder and found it was too short. So I had to make sure it was going to be long enough. But it worked out. We had just enough room to get up there. You know, there are groups that'll go out there with contraptions and try and lift the thing off while they're standing on the ground, right, which is kind of what the CO intended from the beginning. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this I like this one a lot because it was my wife that actually decided we were doing this one. It was her idea. Given she doesn't like heights, I never thought she'd be interested in something like that. So it was a blast. And it's one of the few times that my parents have been with us. You know, they didn't go up top, but it was still a lot of fun. And, you know, it was a pretty nice day in December, but it was chilly. So it was the trek carrying the ladder kept me warm.
Yeah, I bet. That's pretty crazy. What's that? It's in Wichita? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just a little south of Wichita. I think actually it's probably Hayesville, which is a suburb. But yeah.
Wow. So we've been to Kansas. I'm surprised Jesse did not. Shockingly, Jesse did not. That one got past Jesse. Because although we don't have a ladder, it's a 26-foot ladder, so maybe that was her reasoning on why we don't go for it. Although that being said, Semmel says he got it on the ground. He did it from the ground. Ryan Semmel in the chat room, he says he got it from the ground.
Yeah, he had a call and explained his method.
Because those are pretty neat. I've never heard of that before. Chad, have you ever heard of that before?
I haven't heard of this one.
I'm in the
before.
Midwest. I'm surprised that one got by me. I've never heard of that cache before. That's surprising.
I think it's one of the highest favorited caches in the Wichita area. It's got 157 favorites currently, and that's why it caught my eye originally.
Right. Wow.
It's like we got one in Houston that's an old train trestle that where it literally would elevate the train tracks up to allow ships traffic to go under it.
Mm-hmm.
And the cache is hidden up on top, which is it's about a good 100-foot vertical climb up the rungs of the rusty rungs. It's an inactive track, of course.
Right.
But you're climbing up there. When you're 100 foot up and you got a railing there and you're wanting to take pictures, I had a death grip on my phone. It's like I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about dropping my phone.
Ryan also says you could see it on Google Maps. You can see what the ammo can. Can you see the ammo can on Google Maps?
It wouldn't surprise me. It's one of the only things up there.
Really? That's funny. Yeah, a wind wouldn't take that thing down. You know, a tornado never take that. Never take that ammo can down. I'm sure
a tornado probably would, but regular wind doesn't seem to affect it at all. In fact, we actually got scolded because when we found it, there were like little posts sticking up out of the platform, and the handle of the ammo can was actually around one of the posts when we got up there.
Oh.
And so we put it back exactly as we found it, and then somebody else came along and said, it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be able to get it off from the ground.
Oh.
And we had no idea.
Right.
So there's an image on Google Street View from I-35. You can see the kind of the outline of the can there.
That's fantastic. Well done, sir. Thank you. How are your girls, by the way?
They're doing pretty good. I was telling Jessie when she was screening me in that they started virtual school yesterday. Madison's all virtual to start.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Good. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry we didn't see you up in West Bend this year. Usually we catch you up there.
Yeah. I thought about heading up there anyway, but we had other stuff going on. So.
Yeah, Jesse and I talked about it, like just sometime, maybe in the fall, heading up there and just because there was a bunch of caches that went live. So heading up there and just doing a little damage up there. But we'll see. You know.
I noticed yesterday there was a community celebration event published for a couple weeks from now in October.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I finally get to go to one. And then I realized we're actually going to be out of town. One of the few trips we're taking this year.
Which weekend is it?
October 10th, I believe. And we're actually going to Wichita for my sister's graduation commencement.
Community. I'm just. Jesse's on a call right now, so she's not here. Community event in West Bend. Is it in Ragnar? You know.
It's not in West Bend. It's in it's in Oregon, which is a suburb of Madison. But it's the first one that's been anywhere near here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Thank you so much for calling in with that story. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Keep up the good work.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Drop the call. Come on. Drop the call.
I'm here.
Yep. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Rojo. Hello. Hello.
Did you mean to bring me?
I'm losing you again. Hold on. We got a bad connection. I got so many people going. So many things going on. It's hanging right now. Hold on. Rojo's hanging.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. There you are. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, man? For as long as we got
Not
you.
much.
You're spinning, so you may leave at any point. So make it a quick story.
Quick? What? That's not even in my vocabulary.
Oh, wait. There. Okay, you're in. All right, you're in. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
You locked into the host room.
Somebody's calling me on the other line, but I'm gonna have to just tell them no.
No,
I'm not talking to them.
What's up, man?
All right.
What's your favorite? Give me a fantastic geocaching experience or favorite.
So I've got the GC code for it. Let me go post it. Do you guys have quadrangle map challenges in your parts of the woods?
I don't know what that is.
All right. So out here in California,
We do.
we've got these big, huge counties that, cover hundreds of miles and, can be as low elevation as sea level and be as high as like 10,000 feet. And so these quadrangle challenges are where you have to go find a geocache in every quadrangle 7.5 minute map in the county. And like Kern County has like 140 quadrangle map sections. Ventura County has like 81. And some of them, like, it's intense and insane to get to these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I just posted in the YouTube chat the coordinates of this one. This was for the Ventura County Quadrangles Challenge. So this cache I had to go to, I didn't really know much about it. I just kind of blindly took off one day on my dual sport Yamaha motorcycle. So cross between a street bike and a dirt bike. And I started the day by trying to climb this giant mountain straight up it on the bike, and it didn't work out. Broke my odometer cable. Came back around, climbed this mountain, found some caches in Kern County because I was trying to keep my percentage up high for a Kern County challenge that I needed to do. And then I tried to get to this Miller Jeep Trail cache in the middle of nowhere. Well, I didn't really plan ahead, didn't do anything ahead of time, and so I just putting along on my dual sport motorcycle. And the Miller Jeep Trail, I've since found out, is a no joke, like extremely difficult Jeep trail. And it was a son of a gun on my dual sport. I ended up making a wrong turn and got down this canyon bottom, and basically you could see where there was an old road to it, but it was totally like done through. And so I'm on this motorcycle going through this canyon, and it's just rocky. You're only able to go in like second gear. You're just kind of bumping along the rocks. Mm-hmm. Then it's sandy, and I'm finally, ticking down how close I'm getting to this thing. It's like 3 miles away, 2 miles away, 1 mile away. And it's just taken all my energy. It's August, it's hot. And I kind of took a break about 20 minutes from the cache spot, and I was just spent. And I'm thinking, I hope I don't have to come out this way. I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I can make it out if I got to come back this way. So I eventually get closer to the cache, and suddenly like there's a nice road and it's beautiful. And I'm putting along, find the cache. I'm stoked. And I'm reading the old logs because I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I want to go back that way. Like, it was intense motorcycling, and I'm not even sure if I can climb those hills again. Mm-hmm. And so I decided to go out the other direction. Well, the other direction, it was glorious. For a dual sport motorcycle, easy trekking, putting along, nothing like the one I just did until I get to the steepest part of the Miller Jeep Trail. And this thing's like extreme. And so what I ended up having to do was power walk the motorcycle probably, I don't know, a quarter mile or so. It was so steep. You couldn't ride the bike up it. You had to walk the bike up it while, basically slipping the clutch. And I was spent. And you can go YouTube the Miller Jeep Trail, and it's intense. People get stuck down there and like they can't get out. It's pretty insane. So I finally get to the top of this hill, and I am just totally drained. And the bad news is I'm running low on gas, and I've still got to go, I don't know, 20 miles or so to get back to the truck. And, but I saw a Jeep there and some other guys. And so I'm thinking, I could probably get a ride if I need it. So I decided to take off, and I get going, and sure enough, I run out of gas.
Oh no.
And I'm a ways still from my truck. I'm a ways from anything, and there's no cell reception. And so I end up walking to the top of this little ridge, about 200 yards. And then I realized, oh, shoot, like from here, looking at the map, it looks like it's pretty much downhill to this OHV off-road or off-highway vehicle area. I'll just push the bike the last 200 yards up this hill, and I'll just see how far I can basically coast my motorcycle down and see if I can get somebody to give me some gas.
Right.
So about died pushing the motorcycle because there's no power walking now. It's a straight push. I pushed the bike 200 yards up this ridge, catch my breath. And I mean, I was so spent from power walking that thing and then pushing that thing. And so I basically coasted the bike. I think I ended up looking, it was like 2 miles, but I coasted this motorcycle down the hill. And I actually got to where I just had to push it, a little ways on some flat ground into this area where there's a bunch of people standing there, toy haulers and stuff, riding their motorcycles for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Found a really nice guy. He gave me a gallon of gas and some water. And basically I was able to drive all the way back to where I parked my truck at the Tone office, the CHP office, California Highway Patrol office. So it was just one hellacious day to get this Miller Jeep Trail cache. And I even saw the way I came out to the OHV area. I guess you're supposed to pay to get in there. I'm like, sorry, I came in the other way. Like, there's no pay booth. Like, do I got to pay? She's like, no, don't worry about it. She's like, where'd you come from? I'm like, the Miller Jeep Trail. And she looked at me like I was crazy and was like, wow, that's pretty intense. And so this Miller Jeep cache was planted in 2010. It just turned 10 years old. It's had 5 finds.
5?
Wow.
And I was the 3rd find when I found it in 2017.
Wow.
And you can see photos of me on that cache page. The part I had to push my motorcycle up, and it was pretty insane. And I did it all by myself, which I'm not sure how wise that was, but that's what I do.
Well done, sir. Well done. That's crazy.
All for one smiley, but I did finish the Ventura County quads, and that one, same thing. It's only got 17 finds since 2009.
Wow.
And it's, an urban cache, but it's a challenge cache because there's a whole lot of hard hikes, bicycling, motorcycling. It's no joke to finish that sucker off.
Wow. All right, man.
In fact, does Scott have that one?
Me? Or
GSMX too? Does he have? He should have that found. Let's go double check.
I have no idea.
I will be surprised if he doesn't, but there's a slight chance. Even Scott hasn't found Ventura County quads.
Someone says, what's the GC number of that Miller cache?
It is
posted it on
GC2 Delta R2A. And I'll post it again. I'll post it again.
You know what? I don't think GSMX2 has not done the Ventura County quads. That
he says he doesn't do challenges, is what he says.
What? Come on, Scott.
Hey
The other
man,
Scott.
fight with him, not with me. Don't fight on my show.
No, that surprises me. That's right up his alley.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much for calling in. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having
me. Good to hear from you. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jesse, what about one of yours, babe? Give us one of yours.
Yeah.
Give us a favorite caching experience.
So I had a hard time with this because I have a lot of favorite caching experiences, and I wanted to try to think of one that I hadn't talked about on the show previously. And I came up with the first time I did a power trail. And it was several years ago. We were at the West Bend mega event. And every year they put out, specifically for the event, a new huge 100 plus cache power trail. And so for cars. And so we got a group of about probably 4 or 5 cars together, and it's all just straight back roads, at the base of a telephone pole or stop sign or something along those lines. Straightforward, easy. And so we got like 4 or 5 cars and we just leapfrogged. So we passed all the cars and, slowed down to make sure that they have the cash. They're good. They give us a wave. We were just being super silly and honking and waving and just having a grand old time on the back roads out in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin. And it just was so much fun. And then, at the end, you all come back together, you find the final together. And it was like one of those memorable, this is awesome. Like, I wouldn't want to do it every day, but it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a beautiful August day. I remember.
Yes.
Beautiful day.
Windows down.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
It was a lot of fun.
That's a good one. Good memory. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, let's talk to, we got a first-time caller. We got UDAC in Los Angeles, California. UDAC, hello, sir.
Hi.
Oh, it's a woman.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness.
This
it's a
is a
woman.
ma'am.
Oh, my goodness.
This
I
is a man.
apologize. I figured UDAC was a man. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so hold on. We got to start. What does UDAC mean? Tell me what that means.
U is the first letter of my first name,
Okay.
which is Umri.
Umri.
And
Wait.
yes,
You can't just glance past that. That's a very unusual name. What is Umri?
it is. I don't know what it means. Just my parents met another Umri and they liked the name when they were about to have, so they named me after this woman they met.
Really? They've met another Umri.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Dak is just like the first syllable of my last name.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I've seen you in the chat room for a long time. I always figured you were a man. I don't know why. UDAC just seems like a man. I don't know why.
No, I get it. I think it's just most cashers are male. So.
Yeah, it is a yes, a more male. Anyway, go ahead. So what's your story? Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, I have 2 stories. There's nothing special, but I just realized, I had something to share. The first one involved my dad and my brother. So that was early on when I started cashing, and I am off every other Friday. So it gave me an opportunity to go hiking and cashing with them.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that for about a year until until winter hit in California. But I just realized that I really appreciated that experience because it allowed me to spend time with them. And with my dad getting older, it's not something that he can easily do. So I just realized I really like that moment in time.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works, isn't it? You don't really appreciate it as much in the moment as you do when you look back on it. You're like, wow, that was a really great time. Like as I was saying with mine, with like just getting away once a week and just going out by myself and just and just being by myself and and just now that I look back, I'm like, back then it was like, all right, I'm gonna go cash. Where am I gonna cash? But now I look back, I'm like, oh man, I really like that.
Yeah, time for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I totally understand that time with your dad and your brother. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you'd be happy you got that. That's amazing because a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, and what else you got?
My second one is more of a story of Leave No Man Behind.
Okay.
We have a local series here. We used to have it. It's called the Mulholland, the MHX series along Mulholland Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a few days to complete. And I started it with a group of women. And I think like the second or third time we got together, someone invited more people. And so we had multiple cars. And I don't know if you were just really excited, but the first car that arrived just started on without us. And they wouldn't wait for us. So we just started the series on our own. And there were 2 cars involved. And one of them got a flat tire. And we stayed to make sure they were okay. And we just called it a day. And we continued the rest of the series. But I think just that experience that we didn't leave that person behind. And we took our time. We didn't rush. Just it kind of taught me that you shouldn't leave your friends behind, no matter what. And we kind of all became very close. And over the years, we all lived in the same area. We started hosting local events. And so, like, those people actually, instead of just people I cash with, they have become my friends. So,
Oh, that's
so I
amazing.
just wanted to share that.
Go ahead, Chad. You gonna say something?
I was just saying that's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that they became actual good friends of yours. Yes.
Yeah.
Did I hear you say like you and a bunch of women went out catching? Is that what I heard? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. I mean, first it was a group of us, and then we recruited some other guys.
Some
but
other males.
but yeah, I don't know. It was just strange. I think they were just really excited and just wanted to start early. But I don't know. I just don't get that. Like, why not wait for everybody? It's, you know, it's
No,
like
I
it's supposed to be a
agree.
fun day with
Yeah.
the whole group.
Because I've
But
learned.
I mean,
and-
it
and
taught me a lesson.
all my years I've learned of caching. I've learned everybody caches their own way, and
Mm.
you know, some people it's all about the numbers, and some people it's all about the hike, and some people it's all about the experiences, and for me, Chad, what is it for you? For me, it's just for me, it's just the experience. Honestly, like I don't need to go get 50. I don't need to go hike 20 miles. I just want to have fun. Fun with my
Yeah.
friends, fun with Jesse, or fun with Cody, or fun with
Mhm.
Wheels. Like that's what I
Yeah.
want to do.
I want to have fun, and like you said, depending upon who you're with, how you approach it can vary. So, I got some caching friends that it's kind of laid back, and you do a little caching, but you're mainly talking and doing whatever, and you're not really like majorly focused. And then I've got other friends where it's like you are, laser focused
Yeah, right.
on caching. So.
Jess, what about you? Jess,
What?
what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's
Well, it doesn't
it's
agree.
all
What do you
about
think?
the
It's your opinion.
experience.
Your opinion doesn't have to be
Yeah.
that.
No, it's all about the experience. I mean, and depending on the day and where you are and who you're with, that experience is different. And caching with a huge group of people compared to caching with, just me and you, Scott, or even going out just by yourself. It's always something different.
Mhm.
And I think that's what makes it great. You can make it whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that is true. What makes it great is that you can actually, you can have the kind of day where you go out with, 10 people and have a great time, or go out by yourself and have a great time.
Mhm.
That's what's fantastic about it. I agree. Yeah. All right, Umbry, thank you so much for calling in. First time caller, right?
Yep.
All right, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for calling in. What took you so long? Come
Well,
girl.
I was trying to think of a good story, and I finished work early, so that's why I'm available.
Ah.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it. Calling again. I like that. I will
Sure.
never
Have a nice
forget.
night.
I will never forget your name, Umbry. Pretty name. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I will probably never meet an Umbry, Chad. Another
Is it
Umbry.
Umbry or
Umbry.
Umri?
I think it's Umbry. Umbree. I think.
I thought it was like the UMRI, but
Oh,
maybe I'm mishearing.
I think it was a B in there. Umbry.
Could have been.
So I want to tell one story of mine, Chad. I think I've told the story before. I'm going to tell it again. It's 2000. Chad, we're going to go back in the way back machine. 2008.
Mhm.
2008.
2008.
Chad. It is about
That was before my caching birth.
It is about August or September 2008. A young Scott. Let me say, I was still old. A young casher, Scott Bergs, is in a parking
A
garage.
30-something.
A 30-something, maybe 40 to 50 fines under his belt, is in a parking garage, Chad, at like 10 o'clock at night, in Mount Prospect, Illinois, and it's pouring rain. And I'm in a parking garage, so I'm not getting wet. I'm not getting that wet. And so and what I'm doing is I'm just going up and down, just, how they zoom up, and I'm
Mhm.
just going up and down looking for the cash, looking, in the crevices and here and there.
So it's one of these ones where the pinpoint is somewhere
in the, yeah.
in the garage, and you're
Yeah,
just
but,
going down level by level.
I'm like 40 in here. So I don't know, to look at hints and go, top floor kind of thing. I don't,
You're not reading notes and
yeah, reading other other things but like I just had and I was by myself. I had not met another soul caching yet. I'm still solo. I did not meet IC it until November. So this is before I met IC it. This is, still like I'm the only one doing this game and weird people are hiding this stuff for me. That small sliver of time when you think you're the only person caching because you never
Right.
met anyone else doing this thing before. I was still in that zone. And it was just it was pouring rain, Chad, pouring rain. And like, so I'm listening to the rain and I'm just walking by myself and it's a hot night. It's a hot rain, it's like probably August or September. It's probably 80 degrees out. And it was I just loved it. I was so happy, which is weird. Why was I happy? But I distinctly remember that. I remember walking up and down that parking garage, being so happy and having so much fun trying to find this cache, and that's one of the things that really hooked me into this game was I'm air quote chasing that dragon, trying to find that high that I got that night, of finding that cache. And I think we all do that. We all chase that dragon,
Right,
trying to find, those first couple of hides, And
yeah. I had an early parking garage experience as well, except for I wasn't as happy about it. It wound up being a nano in a guardrail portion of the parking garage, up in the middle floor.
All right, mine wasn't a nano. Okay.
So
Yeah, mine was in the middle though. Mine was.
It was actually in Maryland, and I had to go back multiple times to find it. I think my third try. So I was. So we had an office in Germantown, Maryland, when I was working at TI, and so while I was up there for a few days, I went caching.
Nice, of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think I had about 50 in my pocket at that time.
For the record, Chad, it is Umre, UMRE. I'm not sure if that H counts or she's just phonetically spelling it. It's Umre.
Okay.
Not Umbre. I apologize. Umre. What's an interesting name? Chad, we got a call. Oh, look who it is. How about that? AC Relic from Hebron, Illinois. Hebron.
That's right.
How you doing, my man?
Yeah. Good. How you guys doing?
So you legit live in Hebron?
I legit live in Hebron.
Okay. You must have been on the phone with Desi for like 20 minutes because I'm sure she was like, "Really, dude? You live in Hebron?"
No, not 20 minutes. It was pretty quick.
So tell our listener, first time caller, by the way, thank you so much, and a brand new patron, thank you so much. So tell us about how crazy is that town for that basketball team?
It's our only claim to fame right there. 52 basketball team. Crazy thing is that they won the state championships with only 5 people on the team. They won the whole thing.
Come on, really?
They had 5 people play the whole 60 minutes.
5 guys. So they played Iron Man basketball, basically, is what they did.
Yes, right.
Holy,
they played it was a bigger team from Chicago that they played for the championship, and they were a charter team, so they get all the. I think they were a feeder school for I don't know exactly what school they were for, but I guess their players were a lot bigger and a lot more but we held them off.
That's amazing. Okay, what if somebody fouls out of the game, dude? It happens all the time.
I'm not sure. It might have been before the shot clock and all that stuff too. I don't even know.
I don't know when the shot clock came into NCAA basketball. I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty. So okay, so one more question. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm fascinated. Okay. So does the guys who are on the team still live there? Are they alive?
Yeah.
Are they even alive?
There's 4 of them that are still alive.
Right.
One of them just died probably in the last 3 months.
Okay, it must have made all
every
the
year
local
they
papers.
do a gathering.
Every year.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they would be in their upper 80s now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting there.
So it's a big. So they still do. They still do. Sometimes who says they still use the peach basket. 1952. So they literally like still get together every year and celebrate these guys.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, every year.
Amazing. Okay, and what is that gas station that I'm talking about? Right on the main road.
It's actually a Clark now.
Wasn't it
It was a Gas and Go before, but now it got bought out and it's a Clark station now.
Oh, I was thinking it was a Marathon. Was it a no? Was it a Clark? I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a Clark now.
Okay. All right. So anyway, sorry, I'm giggling on about your little town. Sorry. I liked Hebron. I thought it was adorable.
I just found pictures of us at the dairy, Scott.
Did not.
The ice cream shop. That's what I was looking for. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me share my screen.
We are seriously. I'm not like ripping. I'm not picking on you. But it's an adorable little town. It really is. Oh yeah, there we are.
It
Yeah.
So here we are getting ice cream at the dairy.
Oh,
we had to stop.
Wait, the next picture.
Yep. On
There
the
it
back side of the building, they had this huge magnetic wall. I think it was like the freezer door or something, and they had the magnetic alphabet letters there. So
Of course, had to put Shorty Nits and Scott Burke's geocaching.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And here's wait, funny story. Posting it to this, like 3 hours later, Cody Dog shows up to that, and he saw that. He also got how weird is that? And yeah, he had to be in town, like driving through, and stopped off to grab a cache at that place, and saw the sign like 3 hours later. I think
I might be able to.
Find
I might be able to show that, because then what he did was he put his name up and he texted us a picture of his name.
Yeah, it was the weirdest coincidence. Like, what's the odds on both of us being in Hebron? First of all, being apart from each other, and then both of us still being in Hebron.
Right.
At an ice cream shop. What's the odds?
Yeah, I've done that with a couple different times caching out of state, and you go there and you literally open the log and it's like, what the hell's November 64's doing here? It's like, call her up. It's like, where are you at? It's like, I'm about 5 miles away. Remember the cache at the muffler shop?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you just missed somebody. All right, so while Jesse's looking for that,
no, I can't find it. I don't have it.
Oh, that stinks. Yeah, but he added his name and then took a picture. Yeah. So
awesome.
Tell us your story. What's your favorite geocaching?
Well, my story is it just happened recently, actually, this past weekend. We had beautiful weather, as you probably know.
Yes, I know. Yes.
So we decided to do the Water's Edge cache at Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Oh, is that Jesse? Is that the one we videoed that one, right?
I don't think we did a video there. I think I did a blog post about it, actually.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? Patron video. We didn't do a patron video of it with all the big houses.
Yeah, we did. We totally did.
Thank you.
You're absolutely 100% right. and I also blogged about it.
Yes. So for the record, AC, you can actually go, because you're now our patron. You can go to the video and watch the video of us doing that.
I will have to do that.
Yes. So anyway, continue.
I will have to do that. So,
sorry, go ahead.
So anyways, it's if anybody doesn't know, the GC is GC 5235, and it's a 2.5 mile walk behind some beautiful houses on this tourist town of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And it's got 5 caches on it, and the last cache obviously being at the 2 mile or 2.5 mile stop. It doesn't stop. The trail keeps going. It goes all the way around the lake. It's 27 miles long. But
does it really? It doesn't stop.
It does. It goes all the way around.
Yeah.
And it's actually even though the trail goes through people's yards, it's actually like, what do you call it?
The lake path.
Right. It's like, it's public. Like a right of way.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And what's amazing is that it goes through people's properties. So like we saw dirt, we saw stone, we saw.
Oh yeah,
uh,
we're up on a cliff. We
wood.
were on the
Yeah,
beach.
it's everywhere. It's amazing because the path
Mhm.
keeps changing.
It's
Because
amazing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pretty neat path. Yeah, it is a pretty neat path. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a link in the
Yeah.
chat room to my blog post with pictures from it.
If
so
anybody
you can
wants to
see if anyone wants to see it.
I went with my wife, and she's more of a muggle.
Mhm.
She doesn't like to play the game, but she likes to go out and go for a walk and go for hikes and stuff like that. So, but she doesn't like the geocache. So
Oh no.
I went with her and my 2 little kids, and I pushed a stroller the 2 miles
Oh my god.
through that terrain and everything.
Wow.
And but man, beautiful weather and such a great time with the family. It's by far my favorite one so far. You know,
Mhm.
just a great time.
And how old are your kids?
I have a 10. Well, I have an 18, a 13, a 9, and 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Is that the same mother? All of them got the same mom?
Yeah, all of them got the same mom.
So you guys have an 18-year-old. So
Yeah.
when you had a 16-year, you're like, screw it, let's do it again. One more round.
Yeah. One more.
You were done.
But I only took the 2 little ones, the 10-year-old and the 3. Sorry, she's 3. 10-year-old and a 3-year-old were the only 2 that we took
Right.
out with us because the other 2 were just, they're too cool to hang out with dad and
Of course,
mom.
dude. I have a 15-year-old.
Teenagers.
15 and 13, they hate us. We get it. Don't worry about it. They're not judged. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about.
On a second note, though, I want to tell you guys about this other trip that we took. It was Saturday last week. So I did this walk. It was Monday, the virtual. But Saturday, we went on the Adventure Lab of the Lincoln Highway.
Yes.
Now,
Jesse
I don't know
was,
if you guys have
Oh,
seen this.
Jesse was eyeing
This-
that one. Yes.
This is on my list to talk about next
And,
week on Cash Your
there's
Coffee.
11. There's 11 adventure labs with, I think, there's a range of 10 to 7 to 10 different locations for each adventure lab. This stretches from Maryville, Indiana, all the way to Fulton, Illinois, on the Mississippi. We did 4 of them on Saturday, and we started in North Aurora, and we went all the way to the Mississippi.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was, we left the house at 7:30, and we got back at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Wow.
For anybody who doesn't know, that's it's a long way.
Mhm.
It was a fun day, and we figured we live straight north of, basically on 31, straight north of, I mean, not 31, but straight north of, North Aurora and stuff like that. We figured we'd go straight down and just go over.
Mhm.
You try to do the whole thing in one day, I don't think you could do it. It's just too massive of a trail and a lot of miles there.
Yeah, Jesse's
But-
been eyeing it. I know she's been eyeing it. So yeah, she's gonna talk
Super
about it
fun.
next week. Next
Only-
week, Catch Your Coffee. I think she's gonna bring it up. I know it's on her list.
The only disappointment I have is that Project GC they do not see an adventure lab as an actual,
Yes.
basically as a stat, as a cache.
Mhm.
Right. Well, I know. Yeah.
And I disagree with that.
Well,
But
all right, man. Well,
it was a great time.
I appreciate you calling in, buddy. Thank you so much. First time caller. We appreciate
All right.
it. Thank you so much. And thank you.
I will call again.
Thank you for becoming a patron. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to
All
you
right.
soon. All right.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I like first time callers. Jess,
Yeah.
we're running late, but I'll give you one more. Go ahead.
One more. So not actually out finding caches, but when I was, early on in my caching career, when I first discovered puzzle caches, and I would sit and solve for hours and hours and hours, and I kept
I
a
remember.
notebook and meticulous notes. What's
I had a lot
that?
of catches those days. I missed those days.
You miss those days? Why? Because you got easy finds.
I
You
got
walked
easy-
right up to it.
I got parking grabs.
Right. Yeah.
I missed those days.
Yeah.
I missed it when Jesse wasn't busy at work.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that was super enjoyable to me. Just, learning all the different types of puzzles and figuring out new ways to look at things, and then going out and actually making the find, and like that moment of satisfaction of all that hard work paying off. It was very, very enjoyable to me. And somewhere I have all my notes, but now I just jot it on a piece of scratch paper, put the final chords in geocaching.com, and call it a day. Yeah.
All right, Chad. There you go. Favorite cache. Chad, do you have another one? You only had one in the notes. So.
No, that's all for this time. I'm saving stuff for next time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who called in. Thank you to the new callers, UDAC and AC Relic. We appreciate you very much calling in. Calling again. And Chad, next week, Chad, it's a Cache or Coffee. It is the September Cache or Coffee, Chad. What are you doing there, Jess? What's the dog doing? You just booping her?
I'm booping her. She's just chewing on her bully.
No, I think she's chewing on the pillow is what she's chewing on.
No.
All right, Chad, next week, Cache or Coffee. Cache or Coffee. So thank you, everybody who called in. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. We appreciate it very much. And we will talk to you guys next week, all right? No. This Saturday? No, this Saturday, right? Now I forget.
No, we had one last Saturday.
Yes. So
I don't know. I don't have a September calendar.
We have no kids. Yeah, just doesn't have a September calendar. We have no kids this weekend. So, no, although it's supposed to rain on Saturday, Jess.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it?
It's supposed to rain.
There's a Cedo around us this Saturday out at Indiana Dunes.
Is there?
There is.
I don't know if I want to go all the way to the dunes in Indiana for a Cedo.
Nah.
I have better things to do. All right, guys. Where's my closing?
You don't go to the dunes unless you're going to go four-wheeling.
Right? There you go.
Right.
Chad, thank you so much. Jesse, thank you so much. Callers, thank you so much. Guys, next week, Cache or Coffee. We will talk to you guys here. Let's close the show here. Hold on. Oh, get that ready. There it is. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really does help the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click on the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of different additional information, extra videos, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. I can't talk. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FDF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathBags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. Oh, we are clear, Chad. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for calling in tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you. And next week, Cache Coffee, guys. So join us again next week. And Chad, thank you so much, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Everybody, have a good night.